Get after it, MP.
You better bounce, 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 bounce. Can never.
Look out there, MP.
We'll be doing. And now, fans, the presentation of the award ceremony. Crank up the noise for the NBA champions, your Philadelphia 76ers. Your head coach is Nick Nurse. your Philadelphia 76ers.
And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks for joining us as we start the new season. Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. A look at Cleveland's opening lineup. Walker Kessler out there with Evan Mobley. Then it's Jaime Jaquez. Then there's De'Aaron Fox. And it's Paxson in at the 2 spot. And for the 76ers, Giannis Antetokounmpo is out there with MP. Then it's Edey. Then there's Edgecombe. And it's Halliburton in at the 1. And these teams have been prepping for the season tip-off game for months, Grant.
Oh, and for the players, the main feeling on opening night is relief. You know, BA, all that hard work during the offseason and preseason is finally over. And now it's time to have some fun.
Edey controls the rebound and the putback.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Now let's send it down to Allie, who has a report on MP.
Well, guys, MP finds himself in a tough matchup tonight against some elite defense. I spoke with him before the game and asked him what his plan was, and he said, quote, "I'm going deep into my offensive bag tonight. I'm going to keep pulling new tricks out so they never see the next one coming." Hopefully that works out for MP here, guys.
All right, well, we might be in for a show. Thanks a lot. Now here's MP, down to 5 on the shot clock. Inside, Antetokounmpo, and off the front iron, and in it goes.
Yeah, one of the most efficient inside scorers. Giannis just can't be stopped.
Pass to Paxson. Kessler up top. Cleveland working the ball around now. Fox, that's good.
Hey, when he's hitting that shot, it really helps the spacing for this team.
And what happens is the court just opens up. You like seeing him get into a rhythm from outside the arc. Love it.
First personal foul.
Philadelphia shooting their first free throws of the game.
At the line for your Sixers.
And that one misses.
Edey taking 2 shots.
He hits the second from the line. First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Now here's Fox. To the middle. And finished off by Kessler.
You can tell how much confidence Walker Kessler has as the roll man, ready to catch and score.
Here's MP.
Tough call for his coach. Second foul already. We'll see how much the staff trusts him.
Sometimes your only option is to go to the floater, and that is money.
And MP is a defending champion, Grant, after winning his 6th NBA title last season.
Well, he's now tied with the likes of Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. That tells you just how great you have to be to get 6 rings. MP is just special.
And it's now 3 straight league most valuable player awards for MP. Grant, that's only been done twice before.
Yeah, BA, and that was by Bill Russell and Larry Bird. So you're talking about entering a select company. MP rubbing shoulders with the creme de la creme.
Pass to Paxson. Outside Jaquez. Here's Fox. Here's the 3. And it's MP with a rebound.
Well, you can see they are willing to absorb some of these open shots from this guy because obviously another miss here.
Pass to Halliburton. From deep, MP. Kessler with a rebound. Cavaliers trail by 5. Fox, the pass to Jaquez. Out to the right wing. Here's Paxson. And here's Filipowski. The 3 is up. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Here's MP. Outside for Halliburton. From deep, MP. Connects from downtown. MP's got 6 points.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
There's a minute 34 left in the opening quarter. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
To the inside. They need this. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Exactly what Kessler does off every miss. Go pursue the basketball and get the opportunity for a second chance.
Jaquez with it. Halliburton picks him up. Filipowski, the pass to Paxson. A nice shot by Filipowski.
A guy like this, with the skill set he's got, you can keep the defenders guessing.
Screen by Edey. Here's MP. Ooh, MP hit him with a Euro. And Grant, with MP, you have to appreciate his commitment to excellence.
Absolutely. MP is dedicated to his craft. He works incredibly hard, and that's why he's coming off his 4th All-NBA first-team selection.
Here's Jaquez. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
I love watching Fox distribute the ball, knowing it's part of his role to involve his teammates.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clock. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
Cleveland shooting their first free throws of the evening. He's off on the second. Philadelphia leading by 3. Kicks it to Doncic. On the wing, MP. Covered by Filipowski. MP, no good.
Sometimes you just lose that little bit of focus, and this is what happens.
And so it's MP making things happen for the 76ers. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area, and so far the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
Yeah, what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
All right, on the floor for Cleveland, getting going in the second. They've got Darius Garland, Khalil Ware out there with Kyle Filipowski. Then there's Edwards, and it's Caffey in at the 2. Hit the swerve. MP Euro stepping it. Grant, MP is so clutch in the playoffs. Showed up big last year and won his 6th Finals MVP award.
Yeah, now it's just MP and Jordan alone at the top. Both have an incredible 6 Finals MVP awards. They are the definition of rising to the occasion in basketball history.
Now here's Edwards. He's scoreless. Garland, no good.
Boy, that is how you protect the rim. That is A-plus defense.
Robinson passes to MP. Stripped away. Garland against Doncic. Pass to Ware. Edwards for 3. Rebound by Philadelphia. Following this game, they host the Magic, and that'll put them halfway through a 3-game homestand. MP, the pass to Boston. Yep, that one's good. Boston's got his first 2 points.
How about that read by MP? Working the 2-man action makes the right decision.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Some changes here for the 76ers. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Robinson. Ball comes in for Boston. And it's Carter in for McCain. Well, few descriptions more glowing than saying a player is clutch. What, in your opinion, Grant, enables a player to be that way?
You know, B.A., it's about confidence and command. When you're able to process and execute under the pressure, both internal and external, that's when you have a chance to be clutch.
Now here's MP. 10 points for him. Oh, man! Another Euro! MP with a sauce. And last season for MP, making all-defense second team, the recognition coming for his play at that end of the floor, Grant.
Yeah, that's serious business. A top 10 defender in the league. The voters acknowledging his commitment to locking it down. And they just continue to dominate the boards.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, B.A. Giannis Antetokounmpo talked about what keeps him going. He said the most important thing is to stay humble. At the end of the day, I realized that I wasn't supposed to be here. I'm just happy, and I always want to be better and do better for my team. And that's what gives me joy. Back to you.
You got to respect that mindset. Allie, we appreciate the report. And here are the Cavaliers now. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Pass to Mobley. 5 on the clock. No good again that time. The Sixers lead by 11. And Grant, for everything else he's accomplished, Giannis hasn't quite mastered the three-point shot.
And you know, he hasn't had to, B.A. You want him inside, hitting on those high percentages, shutting down the lane defensively, and, of course, controlling the boards.
Edgecombe, he's checked in for Luka Doncic. Fox is checked in for the Cavaliers. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. In the second quarter, held scoreless. Kessler, a screen on Carter. And the foul called on MP. That's foul number 2. And so it's Philadelphia finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Defense is setting the tone. We'll be right back with you shortly.
23.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule.
And taking a look at the Cavaliers, they don't get their home opener until next game. But tonight, they start this new season on the road, kind of like Kenny storming into the kitchen and trying to take all my barbecue chicken.
That's because you're in my building, and I'm eating all the barbecue chicken, big fella.
And now, guys, it's time to talk about that challenging first half for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
If you're shooting under 30% from three, try to find another way to score, man. This is crazy, Shaq.
Yeah, being one-dimensional, they're making it too easy on the defense.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. The Cavaliers trail by 8. They've got MP. Tyrese Halliburton is out there with Edgecombe. Then there's Zach Edey. And it's Antetokounmpo in at the 3. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Now here's Fox. And it's blocked by Edey. Fast break. Here comes Philadelphia. MP, no good.
Boy, that is tough defense. Exactly how you want to play him.
From deep. It's hauled in by the Sixers. MP's got 7 rebounds in the game. It's become almost a yearly event. MP winning that MVP award.
But it never gets old for MP. He told us before the game he had a great offseason, and he is hungry for a 7th MVP award.
Nails it from 3. Edgecombe's got his first 3 points of the game.
And he wastes no time coming out of the break.
Fox deciding where to go with it. Again, the miss by Fox.
Boy, he just doesn't have it here tonight, and it's had a ripple effect on this team.
Antetokounmpo. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, and this speaks to how strong Giannis is. Able to still convert despite the physical defense.
Here's Paxson. Yet to see a basket. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Stolen. It's 2-on-1. Here's MP. My goodness, MP spamming that Euro step.
A nice start to the third. 3 out of 4 and looking good doing it.
Cavaliers trail by 16. Pass to Kessler. And the foul on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his first foul. Luka Doncic is checked in for the Sixers.
First team foul. Coming up to the floor for your Sixers. Number 77. Luka.
MP against Mobley. Will it go? Fox outside. Shot clock at 3. Pass to Jaquez. And another miss by Cleveland.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
MP no good. Cleveland has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Cleveland again missing.
Scoreless in their first 5 attempts since halftime. It's getting ugly.
And Jaime Jaquez gets the whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game. And the 76ers with some changes. Thor comes in for Edey. And McCain subbed in for Halliburton. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Mobley. The drive by MP. Pass to Thor. Back to MP. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. MP's got 4 points now in the quarter. Philadelphia making a change here. Robinson's checked in. Filipowski, he's checked in for Cleveland. Pass to Paxson. Now Filipowski. Here's Paxson. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Now Fox. The 3-ball. Fox splashing it home from deep.
Boy, that's his second 3. First of this half, though.
The Sixers lead by 15. When you watch De'Aaron Fox, is there anything that sticks out to you, Grant?
Well, B.A., this league has the best athletes in the world, and Fox looks like maybe the quickest guy out there on most nights. His change of direction is especially elite.
MP. Here's Robinson, and a big finish by Robinson.
Well, this is where Mitchell Robinson can make his impact on the offensive end. Get the putback with that verticality.
Pass to Paxson. Now Filipowski. Here's Paxson. Filipowski, the pass to Kessler. Robinson with the block.
Wingspan, athleticism, verticality. Robinson with authority sends it back.
Doncic on the wing. They set the pick. Philadelphia needs to get off a shot. McCain's shot is off.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Now here's Fox. 10 points for him. A nice shot by Filipowski.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Here's MP. Oh, that Euro step has been cashed for MP all game long.
And at this point, maybe he should be paying Manu Ginobili some residuals.
And here's Fox. Lets it go from deep. Fires in the triple. Fox has got 13 now. MP looking around. Oh, with the clock running down, he nails a big shot.
Big shot taker, big shot maker.
Woo! That is a way to fire him up, fire up the team. What a tremendous play.
MP getting it done for the 76ers. He's been effective on offense, racking up. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Well, we have some elite.
The Sixers going with a whole new group out there. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Long range from the inbound. That's good from Jaquez on the assist by Kessler.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
On the court right now for Cleveland. We've got Jaime Jaquez, Mobley out there with Walker Kessler. Then there's De'Aaron Fox, and it's Paxson in at the 2. Back to Fox. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter. And the foul called on MP. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the line for two.
He's such a good free throw shooter. You don't want to foul him unless it's absolutely necessary.
And with the introduction of the NBA Cup, the regular season schedule is more packed than ever.
You know what, B.A.? Many constituents in this game believe the regular season schedule should top out at 72 games. This is something the commissioner broached back when he introduced the Cup. Not necessarily 72, just that there could be a reduction. But there's too much money at stake. I don't believe this will ever happen.
Stolen by Carter.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the 76ers.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for MP.
Boy, he was really aggressive going after missed shots. That's how you win on the margins and have your team control the pace of a game.
Outside Jaquez. Back to Fox. Out to Mobley to halt the run. Back to Fox. Pass to Mobley. The three. Here's Paxson from outside the arc. And it's MP with a rebound.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient.
So no problem for Philadelphia as they get the win.
You got the substance tonight, MP, but you also got the style. What happened to you with all those Euro steps?
Oh, yeah, don't act like you surprised, MP. I know you know I got Euro on my back.
Yes, sure, but you had a lot of Euro steps tonight.
And a lot of buckets. Don't forget about that part. Whatever works, though, right? Tonight, my Euro was working, so I kept going back to that way.
Hey, whatever works. Well done, MP. Thank you. Brian, over to you.
Thank you, Jennifer. That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Grant Hill.
Good game, MP.
We don't see one?
Absolutely. Also, just be sure that no one's feet are getting in the walkway or court area as the night goes on. Okay?
Head on the swivel, coach.
I'm not
I have
your
a new
coach.
objective for us. I want to convince the GM to
Conditioning
get
is something I'd like to
more
focus on
drastic.
this week.
What are we aiming
You
for?
seen a little wear on the
The
court?
international heavy
I
draft
don't
is
want
going to
fatigue to be an
temporary.
issue, but
We need to get
the
on
issue
top
may
of
be
it.
not pushing hard
don't
enough
have
regularly,
to take
too.
advantage.
What's the solution?
I want to work on
The
stamina.
deck stacked,
I want
but
to do it.
we need a couple more cards to draw.
I can drop some routines for that. I'll start penciling in some drills and work them accordingly.
Well, we plan practice this week. Can we save time for closing out on shooters?
Sure thing. Are we ready?
I'm so tired of seeing weak closeouts or running out without extending an arm.
All right, we'll work on it.
I'd also like to get our shooters some practice going over the top closeouts and under and dribbling.
Just make sure they run the drill on all sides, okay? Thanks. I know that some teams wouldn't mind, but our guards are shooting the paint too much.
Changes needed?
Let the bigs use their size and give them space to rebound and play make in the post. Unless it's a dunk, I want our team out of there.
They're shooting high percentages.
That's not the game we play. It diminishes the roles of the bigs and start cutting it out of our play from the free throw line.
Okay, we'll do. Not a single team talk about the players 2 seasons.
We're still good for tomorrow,
I'm
right?
convinced that they haven't
Can we move it
invested
to later
the
this
time
week? Tomorrow is
practice.
terrible for me.
Nah, later in the week is
Beginning,
dicey
and
for
more
me.
importantly,
I
at
could
the
maybe
end
do
of practice
next Thursday.
when game time.
I'm on the road.
Friday?
Good.
Not great to me.
Let's see how serious the issue is.
Or what are you
That's
guys
what we
doing right
need.
now?
Understood.
Nothing.
Having a game tournament this
Talking to
weekend?
you, trying to figure out when we're going to schedule a time when all of us can get together and chat.
You play 2K?
All the time. I'll bring you in the middle of the
Oh,
night.
you're in?
I'm with you guys.
And I'll bring board games.
I got bad news on that athletics win.
No need.
Yeah, hit. 2 months of rehab and no guarantee.
And there are underlying intra-articular
Oh,
concerns.
that's fair. Text me the address, okay?
Well, we should forget about
And then
taking
we
the
saw
flight
the
for
new
now.
Jake.
Why the fuck just take us to the game, third row?
Yeah, what'd you
Better
think?
luck next time.
I want to disagree on a point you made yesterday. You
About
didn't like
lunch
it?
being essential before starting a debate?
You were lying.
No, that tournament performances should be second to regular season evaluation.
No, that makes sense. Our season is much longer and represents more of a contribution we expect our young players
Was
to
the
make.
time
I
travel?
No,
don't
that made
doubt
perfect
the
sense. No, it
weekly
was just
grind,
the
but I
actress
also
who
think
played
the
his
players
sister.
having more time between games in the NBA.
And they talk
So I'd
about
rather
doing
look at the
stuff
high-pressure
together
moments
as
like
kids.
tourney.
But not everyone gets in, so we don't have enough data to make that any more important than we do now.
Yeah, the rest of the stuff's awesome.
Same point?
I'm just saying, like,
Canadian
there's an excuse
basketball
to
has
get
really
over
been on a
Spain,
rise since the Raptors
scouting,
took home their trophy a few years back.
It makes me wonder if they may be interested in league expansion down the road.
Maybe a little checking out.
Yeah, that Pacific Northwest corridor has been gaining a lot of attention.
It's called
Well,
Culture
I'd
Guys.
love to scout there too because of the short flights.
So are we thinking of adding on a scout for the Northern Territories?
Well, if we keep seeing this much talent, we may want to explore adding to the budget.
Can I finally get an assistant?
Reds, pinks.
Standing in the baseline of a young child.
Cute family.
Definitely. But the point is, keep an extra eye on them. Also introduce yourself.
my sister's trip to
What
Mexico.
Photos
One,
of photos?
be nice.
Yeah, of the
Yeah,
proms
but
every year.
also to remind them to be vigilant and responsible, keep attention on the action, and to remind them to have a can open to deflect any ball that goes sideways.
Oh, yeah. Good advice, thanks.
Really
Yes, I will
enjoyed it.
remember to do that.
Yeah, that Pacific Northwest corridor has been gaining a lot of attention. Well, I'd love to scout there too because of the short flights.
So are we thinking of adding on a scout for the Northern Territories?
Please join us in our next starting at center, 7'4", number 14, Zach
We got minutes, we have rotations. These elements, Greg, are very much in the works at this time of the season. And I tell you, a hot streak from a role player might earn them
a starting spot. And further success can really shake things up. Giving everyone a fair chance is key.
A look at the starting group for the Magic. Wagner is in the front court alongside Banchero. Richardson is out there with Anthony Black. And it's Smith in at the center filling out the middle. Now, here's Banchero. High post try. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. MP inside. He's against Smith. And that one is good.
There you go. MP just being efficient.
And here's Banchero. His last outing, he had 18 points. Over MP. Another miss by Banchero. Quick start here for the 76ers in this one. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
In that one, they owned the backboards. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
Plenty of heart and hustle in that regard. I mean, they made sure to hit the glass hard and often.
Smith outside. And the rejection by MP. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP. Here's Banchero. Clock at 6.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first game.
The great Giannis Antetokounmpo, Clark, winning that 2021 title felt like the final hurdle for him.
Yeah, I think it was a capstone achievement. It was the one thing he hadn't done. I mean, he won back-to-back MVPs in his mid-20s. He was already a Defensive Player of the Year award winner, too. The Larry O'Brien Trophy was the last piece in the puzzle of a future Hall of Famer.
Philadelphia 76ers PNT.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Here's Wagner. That one good for 2.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
Halliburton passes to MP. Edey with a screen on Wagner. He was all alone on that one. MP's got 11 points.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Earlier, I spoke with Nick Nurse. Coach and I talked about the development of Franz Wagner since entering this league, and he said he was someone we watched early on, even though he didn't end up on our team. The way he's added to his game is incredible. It says a lot about the kind of work ethic that he has. Guys?
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Another 3 for Philadelphia.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Now here is Smith. 14 points from him the last game against Portland. Kicks it out to Banchero. Over MP. Banchero, that's good.
Now that's impressive. Banchero showing you he can do damage from the mid-range too.
And Clark, the Magic with 2 good wings in Banchero and Wagner.
Yeah, they certainly have 2 of the better young wings in the league. Both forwards are outstanding at both ends of the floor. You know, it'd be kind of like a college football team with 2 gigantic tight ends. I mean, they're a physical duo, and that makes them formidable in every way.
Now here's Young. Still scoreless. MP, no good.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Back to Banchero. Pass to Smith. That falls. Nice feed that time from Banchero.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Antetokounmpo setting the pick for MP. Drains it from beyond the arc. MP's got 17 now.
How about the last 5 made shots?
have all been threes. The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after one or two wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
No one near Edgecombe as he lets it fly. Another three for Philadelphia.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast break. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition.
And so in the game for the Magic, they've got Richardson. Mullen is out there with Davis. And it's Pumpkin in at the point. Outside, Davis. There's a screen for the three. Robinson pulls it in. The 76ers leading by 20. Clark, one thing about Mitchell Robinson, he has got great rim protection, rebounding, and a nice sense on the floor of what to do.
Yeah, he's a big guy that really wreaks havoc on the glass. I mean, his size, jumping ability, and timing, along with his nose for the ball, forget about trying to keep him off the glass. He's getting offensive rebounds, and he's an excellent finisher, rolling out of picks for the lob.
And that one's good. MP.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. And Orlando making a change here. Van Carroll's checked in. Let's pause to take a look at the teams that were tops in field goal percentage last season. The 76ers, number one.
They were remarkable in terms of their efficiency on the offensive side of the ball. I mean, they did a great job of finding the open man and working for great looks. Really just an unselfish group.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Cavaliers just played phenomenal. He had 33 points, and he was red hot from beyond the arc, raining down a ton of threes. Such an impressive effort. The team relied on him, and he delivered.
Great stuff, Allie. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
And Robinson throws it down hard.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm. And you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Here's Buffkin. 11 points for him in that last game against the Trailblazers in Portland. Well, Greg, you've had a long NBA career, so I'm curious, what's one of the biggest changes you've noticed since you've retired?
Well, you know, one that doesn't get talked about enough, length. You know, players these days are just longer, especially in the backcourt, and that wing position. It feels like every team has a guy 6'9" or taller that is a pure perimeter player.
Now Davis, following the three-point attempt by MP. Van Carroll with the screen. Buffkin with the bucket.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
In the corner, it's McCain. Boston laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Now, here's Richardson. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Portland. And finished off by Van Carroll.
Van Carroll just attacking the rim. going up over the defense that time.
Doncic finds MP. To the inside. Austin. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Pass to Banchero. And it's good for 2.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
Now, here's MP. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against Cleveland. Connects from 3-point range.
Boy, they need to ride him as far as he can take him because he is pedal to the metal right now.
Here's Richardson. He has yet to score. Banchero with the screen. Fires from deep. Buffkin with the bucket. Buffkin's got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for Orlando.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Pass to MP. 12 seconds left here in the second. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Give MP credit. It takes confidence to respond like that on the other end.
Jacks up a 3. Buffkin, no good. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Philadelphia ahead, running away with it. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Please direct your attention to center court.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some You know, I love sitting up here and doing this show with you guys. I learn something new every day.
Man, you know what? It is pretty unreal they pay us to do this. Did I say that out loud?
Wait, you guys get paid?
Well, yeah, we wouldn't sit here and deal with you for free.
Look.
And talking about our game for a moment here, guys, how about MP? What a first half for him. And that'll do it for...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Well, he was putting on a passing clinic in that first half, set up a lot of their mates.
And, you know, that's what delights him most. That's what he takes most pride in. He loves being the chief facilitator.
Halliburton is out there with Edgecombe. Then it's MP. Then there's Edey. And it's Giannis in at the 3 spot. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half. Well, at 6'10", GA, Franz Wagner provides great versatility to this offense.
Yeah, and he's a solid decision maker, capable of running the show. He's a gifted scorer and playmaker. Plus, he provides matchup problems with that size.
And Edgecombe gets it to go.
Antetokounmpo is a player who does a little bit of everything and all of it really well. Check out that pass.
About 1 minute played here in the second half. Inside. And stolen by MP. Into the lane. A steal. Wagner on the wing. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. And it's Banchero missing.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And Wagner's got the ball here for the Magic. They're scoreless since the first half. And he drives in, pass to Smith. Back to Wagner. The 3. The Magic again can't hit.
They have yet to hit a shot. A real slow start here in the second half.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Hey, Giannis Antetokounmpo is embracing his emotional leadership role. He said Before I was really serious and quiet. Now I'm more vocal, smiling, having fun. It carries over. I love to lead by example, but I know that my voice carries a lot of weight. Kevin, back to you.
It sure does. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report.
You might think Banchero's looking to score it every time, but that's not necessarily the case.
MP outside. Another three for Philadelphia.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Black kicks to Banchero. And the rejection by MP. Another shot. And it's Banchero missing.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
The three from MP. Another three for Philadelphia.
He's been incredible tonight. Seemingly scoring at will. Really powering his team forward.
Here's Wagner. Richardson finds Wagner. Magic moving the ball around. Just 5 on the clock. Puts up a three. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Now, here's MP. Non-stop scoring machine here. Edie a screen. And here's MP for three. The three-pointer is right on target.
Wow. What can you say?
Orlando's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Down low to end the run. And finished off by Banchero.
Creating a high percentage look with a good decision on that pass.
MP outside. From the arc, another three for Philadelphia.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
And the rejection by MP. That's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Vukcevic is checked in. Ball comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Edgecombe. And it's Carter in for Halliburton. Now here's Mullen. The three from Davis. It's good. The assist that time from Mullen. Davis has got himself on the board with 3 there.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Nailed from three-point land. 56 points for MP.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And so it's MP making things happen for the 76ers. An historic feat during the quarter, launching and making a phenomenal number of three-pointers like never seen before. Only in the NBA. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a...
They're going with an almost entirely new group here. .40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Wagner passes to Black. Here's Banchero. From 16 feet away, he cans it.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency. They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Hot free throw, good from Banchero.
2 shots.
So he gets them both. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. And here's MP for 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
they made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily, and the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Yeah, boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like
most people trying to make a top 10 list.
game last night.
Good, MP. Killing you, MP.
3 seconds. Move your focus. You have lots to watch. We don't want to get tunnel vision.
To exploit defensive breakdowns of perimeter passes in motion.
And the approach?
So much more individual skill and ability, much less chance to evaluate multiple options you have to move and move quickly. I have a new objective for us. I want to convince the GM to get us more draft picks.
What are we aiming for?
Well, the international heavy draft is going to be spectacular.
I'm really jealous
We've
of
been
your
on top of it.
triceps.
But we don't have the picks
I'm
to
glad
take
you
advantage.
noticed. Exactly. We know that the deck is stacked, but we need a couple more cards to draw. So help me with a 5-point
Did you see the 40-point
summary of
game out
why
in
we
Nevada
should trade
yesterday?
for picks in the
Sure
next 2
did,
drafts.
and I'm thinking about raising
Come on,
our total rank for this
I'll
kid.
help.
It's just
Who asked
one
for
game,
help?
isn't it?
I
The
got
opponent
this.
wasn't ranked.
I'll buy
Yeah,
lunch?
but here's the thing, you only saw the box score. I recorded 14 shot challenges during the game. The kid was everywhere.
Not to mention the 11 assists. You rarely see that happening in big college scoring games, with shorter games and all.
Okay, listen though, let's not get all carried away. I'm bigger than that guy who was guarding the kid.
But you've seen the box score,
Each row, every column.
and you're seeing him rock Santa Cruz.
Yeah, he's playing well.
At the power forward position, 6 feet 10 inches, 00, and Key.
Welcome, everyone. What better way to end the weekend than the NBA on 2K Sports? Brian Anderson here, joined by Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. Let's take a look at our starters for the Golden State Warriors. They've got James, also Colin Sexton out there, Malawach out there with McDaniels, and it's Swift in at the 4. And for Philadelphia, they've got MP, Halliburton is out there with Edgecombe, then there's Zach Edey, and it's Antetokounmpo in at the small forward position. And here in the early season, Tim, what are you watching from these teams now?
Well, I'm looking, BA, for roles and how they have evolved and changed from a year ago. It's amazing how much difference Just one season can make, putting guys in better position to succeed.
How much will rotations change through the months now?
Significantly. I think coaches are trying to find out who they can trust as you get deeper into the season.
Shot clock at 2. Sexton misses. And the 76ers with possession. Edgecombe. And he jams it home with authority.
Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that? Pass to Sexton. Outside McDaniels. The three-pointer off the mark. And here is Antetokounmpo. Back to MP. Edey with a screen on McDaniels. Knocks down the long J.
MP being involved from beyond the arc is trouble for the opposition.
Pass to Swift. Outside Sexton. Here's Swift. The baseline J is on the way. Count that one.
I mean, what do you expect when you give them the clear look? That's just too easy.
Well, the key is to take what the defense allows. That is smart basketball.
And you look at Colin Sexton. Puts points on the board, Grant, and does it efficiently.
Well, B.A., unfortunately, he gives some of that back on the other end of the floor. But there's always a place in this league for guys who can fill it up.
Here's James. Following that last three-pointer by Philadelphia. And he lobs it up. Edey with a steal. Here's MP. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the 76ers this year.
Last season, they got swept in a 2-game season series against this opponent. I'm sure they're looking for payback tonight.
Yeah, their pride took a hit. I think this game means just a little bit extra because of that.
Now here's McDaniels. Pass to Swift. Takes a three. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
That's a tough start for them offensively. Now just 1 for 5 from the field. They've got to find their groove.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Magic was a man on a mission. He contributed 62 points and was locked in from distance. It was impressive. It was a performance that will stick with the fans for a long time. Let's see what he has in store for us in this one.
Great report there, Allie. It'll be interesting to see if he can heat up once again tonight, Grant.
Yeah, you know he won. do exactly this, B.A. Just needs to continue to play with the same fire and energy.
Well, I expect they'll go to him early here, hoping for a repeat performance.
Fires from deep. Down it goes, and a great assist by Halliburton. 9 points for MP.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Let's see how last year's top scorers stack up on the 2K leaderboard. MP, number 1.
For him, it was a season to remember, and I think his fans would say the same.
Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Outside Kamara. Pass to James. Shot to stop the run. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
MP outside. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Here's Malawach. Pass to Sexton. Fires the 3. The rebound by MP. MP's got 4 rebounds now. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
So far, a great game plan and great execution, but we still have a long way to go.
Here's James. After the Sixers picked up a basket a moment ago. Kamara, that's good.
If he gets any daylight out there, he is capable of knocking that shot down.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. 11-point game.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Well, it's just an outstanding effort thus far. They've done a great job at both ends.
Now here's Kamara. Here's James on the wing. Launches a 3. And it's MP with a rebound. MP's got his 5th rebound in this one. Down low. Outside McCain. Back to MP. On the wing, MP. Sinks it from distance. MP's got 15.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
And so far through 1 quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the 76ers.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
On the floor for the Warriors, we've got Toumani Camara, Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Bilal Coulibaly, and it's Cotton in at power forward. The shot by Alexander-Walker, no good.
I'm surprised he missed that one. He is a dangerous guy to leave open.
The 3 from Edgecombe. And it won't go. His first miss. He's 2 of 3 now. And it's Alexander-Walker penetrating. And the layup is good off the glass.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
All right, Tim, let's focus on Bilal Coulibaly. 6'8", 7'2" wingspan. My goodness.
And tremendous tools for a wing defender, B.A. He was a late bloomer, and he's still working on his skill level, but if that comes along, watch out.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Coming off a win against the Hornets.
They had a lot of breaks go their way in that game, and hey, they cashed in when they could.
When you turn great defense into easy offense, you are going to put yourself in a great position.
Edey's checked in for Robinson. Coulibaly with a screen on Halliburton. Here's James. And again, no good by Golden State. Philadelphia leading by 16. MP scanning the floor. Here's Edey. And the dunk by Edey.
Well, passes like that show you just how great of a teammate MP is. He just wants to make his guys better.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, thanks a lot, guys. Tyrese Halliburton loves to pass, but he's not chasing assists. He said, quote, "I just try to play the right brand of basketball. I like to see the ball moving. I kick it ahead. I'm just playing through the flow of the game. Assists just happen with the way I play." Back to you.
He spreads it around. Thank you very much for the report, Allie. The three, James.
Tenacious defense from MP right there. He really worked to get his hands on that. Oh, you have a feeling this would be a completely different game if it wasn't for his brutal shooting performance.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Here's Swift. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Halliburton outside. Philadelphia moving it around. And here's MP from outside. Ooh, he's found his rhythm. 7 for 10 and counting. And when it comes to taking an offense out of its rhythm, what are some of the primary methods, Greg?
Well, BA, you have to disrupt their flow. That can come from steals, deflections, block shots, even change shots. Anything that makes them feel uncomfortable.
And here are the Warriors now, following that last three-pointer by Philadelphia.
Well, he wanted to answer that three with one of his own. Unfortunately, he couldn't knock it down.
And there's the lob. Oh, and Giannis hammers it in.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
And because of that, this one looks like a bit of a mismatch.
Golden State has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. And the Warriors call time here. MP really making a difference here.
Well, he's been lights out from the three all night. Perfect time to call a timeout and try to stop the bleeding.
Malawach is checked in for the Warriors. Sexton comes in for Coulibaly. And now let's glance at the league's most aggressive defensive teams from last year. Philadelphia, #1. In the third spot, the Warriors.
And what stuck out to me is how intense both of these teams were on D last season. Neither giving up many points to opposing teams.
Now here's Sexton. No made baskets yet. Carter against James. Shot clock at 6. And they call an illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Now here's MP. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Here's Swift. 17 points in his last outing. The three from Sexton hits a three-pointer. Sexton's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Drills it from deep. 26 points for MP.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Sexton looking around. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
MP with it. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
And so James will bring it up for the Warriors. It's McDaniels on the wing. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. McDaniels gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. MP getting it done for Philadelphia. A tremendous offensive output. He's got 29 tonight. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
16.
Welcome, fellas. What stands out to you about this schedule?
Man, I don't have time to be thinking about their schedule. I got my own schedule to worry about.
What? You're too busy.
And let's focus now on our game. MP has been dialed in.
Carrying the team at the offensive end.
Glad you could join us. Ryan.
After a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
And this offense continues to find him in his sweet spots from deep.
Zach Edey out there with MP. Then it's Halliburton. Then there's Edgecombe. And it's Antetokounmpo in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Now here's McDaniels. Pass to Malawach. 4-3. The rebound by Tyrese Halliburton. They have really been in control of this one.
You don't want to get complacent here.
And few players are more valuable to their teams than Tyrese Halliburton, Graham.
Yeah, he leads the way for them, B.A. An efficient scorer, elite playmaking, and disruptive defensively. And, of course, he makes clutch plays at both ends.
And the Warriors with possession here after the Sixers picked up a basket a moment ago. James can't get it to go.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
I mean, the size and athleticism of Giannis, arguably without precedent, an incredibly prolific finisher.
Here's James, following the score by Philadelphia. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
And at this point, the defense is daring him to shoot.
Pass to Halliburton. Back to MP. Let's go with a 3. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist. Halliburton's got his 4th assist in this one. The Warriors have gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. And there's James from the arc. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Edey's got his 5th rebound in this one.
At this point, they might need to try something different. Over to start the half.
MP outside, jacks up a 3, and Philadelphia hits again from deep.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Swift gets the bucket.
They can finally relax after missing their first 4 shots to start this half.
Now here's MP. He's got 40 now. From downtown, nails it from beyond the arc. MP's got 43 points.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
James deciding where to go with it. McDaniels a screen. And it's James with the 3. James has got 6.
And that's his 2nd 3-pointer tonight.
The 3 connects again from distance.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely looking to shoot as much as possible. Pass to Swift. Here's Malawach. Edey defends. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. To the paint. And MP gets it to go on the assist from Halliburton. Halliburton's got assist number 5 here tonight. The Warriors have gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter. Here's Swift. There's a screen, and he drives in to the middle. Clock at 6, and it's blocked by Edey. MP finds Edey, and that one drops. Edey's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
Well, whatever they talked about at halftime, it's working now.
Now here's Sexton to stop the run. And again, no good by Golden State. 34 seconds left in the third. Here's MP. The 2nd effort. And it's finished off by Edey as he lays it in. Edey's gotten 4 this quarter.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
Outside Sexton. It's McDaniels on the wing. There's a screen. Over on Antetokounmpo. McDaniels, that's good. McDaniels got 5 points.
Yeah, he's been reliable tonight, but that's certainly not the case for his team in general.
From deep, MP. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been decided. Philadelphia on top, opening up a huge gap. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Yeah, right there he wasn't.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Golden State. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Back to James. From the arc. It's hauled in by the Sixers.
Well, his three-pointer just hasn't been there in the second half.
MP, the pass to Ball. From deep, MP. And good! There's another! And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they...
Let's get it in, Pete.
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, I'm Kevin Harlan, and our very own Allie LaForce has the sidelines covered for us tonight. Both teams tonight dealing with some injuries. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And it feels early to be already missing players from the lineup, but how these teams respond will impact the outcome of this game.
Here we go.
And it's Philadelphia to start out. So, Greg, here we are, just about a week into the NBA season. The regular season comes at you fast.
I mean, the games start coming fast and furiously right out of the gate. But you wonder how we made it through summer without getting to see any NBA action.
Look at the 76ers starting group. Doncic out there with Edgecombe. Then it's Flag. Then it's Zach Edey. And it's MP in at the 4. And here are the 76ers now. The Mavericks making the shot. Back to MP. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Just a boom, boom play there with MP, putting on that finishing touch.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. To the middle, here's Woolridge, and he dunks it down.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
And when Tyrese Halliburton entered the NBA, Greg, scouts were worried about his shot release point.
It's definitely lower than you would teach, but by the same token, that's why he gets it off so quickly, making it a tough shot to contest.
And here is Woolridge, following the three-pointer by MP. Dort, wide open. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Halliburton's got 3 assists in the game. Doncic passes to MP. Edey a screen. And a wide open look for MP. The 76ers another 3.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
Here's Dort. No good from outside. 76ers have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. MP outside. And he lobs it up toward the rim, and the dunk by Edey.
And that's a great read out of the two-man game for MP.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Dort with a screen for Halliburton. And no good, his first shot of the night, missing.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Warriors just played phenomenal. He finished with 51 points, and he was red hot from beyond the arc, raining down a ton of threes. A reminder of the amazing things that he's capable of on any given night. It'll be hard to match that tonight, but he'll try. Guys?
Hey, Allie, thanks for the great report. In stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
And Frank Vogel wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Philadelphia. Jared McCain comes in for Doncic. And the free throw, no good.
So valuable to this team. Halliburton gives them whatever they need when they need it. This guy is both patient and prolific.
Now, here's MP. He had a career game last time out, bucket after bucket. Here's Shays, and a miss there on the triple.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And Philadelphia with another turnover here. He's been on fire lately. Let's take a look at your Eastern Conference Player of the Week, MP.
And when you have a big man carrying as much of the load as he has, it just makes things so easy for the rest of your team. Completely deserving of the award.
Ball's checked in for Philadelphia. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Halliburton outside. Woolridge a screen on Ball. Halliburton for three. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off. And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now, here is Halliburton. Shoots over Ball. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
A nice shot by McCain.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Halliburton with it. There's 42 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Excellent D there from Ball.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
34 seconds left in the first.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Halliburton for three. It's good from long range. Halliburton's got 5 points so far.
Saw the defender closing, and Halliburton got it away in a hurry.
Pass the flag. MP outside. To the paint. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. It's deflected. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
6 seconds left to play here in the first. Trains the three-pointer. 18 points for him.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
And so it's MP making things happen for the 76ers. 18 points from three-point range for him in that quarter. That is some serious shooting. We come back right after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the 76ers.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, Brandon Boston is out there with MP. Then it's Robinson. Then there's Edgecombe. And it's Doncic in at the 1. Here's Shades. Mitchell Robinson making his last shot. Outside, Porzingis hands it from downtown.
So that range we talk about from Porzingis, so important to this team's offensive structure.
MP outside. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And this is the game plan for him, and he's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Now here's Williams. We saw him with 10 points last game. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
And Frank Vogel wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. So both teams making some changes here. With this chance, let's show you the league's most intimidating shot blocking defenses from last season. 5th, the Mavericks.
They were intimidating at the defensive end. Blocking shots, changing shots. You had to fight them for every bucket last year.
And with the trend great toward a faster pace, do you miss watching those grinded-out half-court battles that enthralled millions during the Jordan era?
Well, I miss playing more than anything. But as far as watching, the game for me is as good as it's ever been.
Here's Flag. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. Down low. Pass to Robinson. Shot clock at 5. And here's MP for 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
The defense a step slow. You can see the result.
Outside, Dort. There's the screen. Launches it. Dallas, no good that time either. The 76ers leading by 21. MP outside. From past the arc. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thank you. What Luka Doncic does with the ball in his hands is never predetermined. He said, quote, I just do what the defense gives me. It's never the same decision. It's a lot of factors. You've got to look at who's guarding you, if the shot's going in or not. There's a lot to think about and then decide. Kevin, back to you.
He keeps them guessing. Allie, we thank you very much. And the Mavericks call time here. Some changes for Philadelphia. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Jared McCain comes in for Edgecombe. And Ball subbed in for Doncic. Now, here's Dort. 1:51 left in the second quarter.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Oh, yeah, they're doing a terrific job not giving this hostile crowd anything to cheer about.
Outside, Dort. Halliburton sets the pick for Dort. 1:21 left in the first half. They set the pick. And Dawson kicks to Halliburton. Shoots over ball. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
Let's just say his subpar shooting is just one reason why they are trailing in this ball game.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
It's caused them to pull away a bit. Let's see if they can keep the train on the tracks.
There's a minute left to play here in the half. Pass to Dawson. MP against Williams. Halliburton outside. Williams has a screen for Halliburton. That doesn't go either for Halliburton. The 76ers have gotten on a roll and just kept going here in the second quarter. 8 of 8. Wow.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Now here's Williams. 23 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Shot clock at 6. Here's Halliburton. Stymied again with that miss. A subpar 2 for 10 for him. To the inside. MP dishes to Giannis. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
Assisted by
MP's got assist number 7 for him tonight. And so it's Philadelphia sitting pretty as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead all the way up there at 35 points. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Arena Entertainment.
Hey everybody, it's halftime. Veering off topic a bit, I wanted to ask you guys, who would you say is the best trash talker of all time?
Man, there's been a lot.
And let's focus now on our game. MP has been dialed in.
Oh yeah, he came to play, not holding back. He's cooking on the offensive end.
Cooking it. That is more than enough of us.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Well, he was putting on a passing clinic in that first half, set up a lot of their mates.
What stuck out to me was how easily he read the defense and found those cracks for his guys to exploit.
We've got Lou Dort. Tyrese Halliburton is out there with Dawson. Then it's Woolridge, and it's Gatling in at the power forward position. That's the group starting the second half for Frank Vogel. To the middle, and Flagg throws it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand, and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Fader on the way. Dallas again missing.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Doncic kicks to MP. Edey with a screen for MP. And the dunk by Edey.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
Halliburton for 3. Edey with the rebound.
That's a big donut, folks, here. Start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
MP outside. There's the lob to the hoop. Out to Doncic. MP sets the screen for Doncic. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Here's Dawson. No good with the triple.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
And the dunk by Edgecombe.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Here's Dawson. Scoreless thus far. Halliburton for three. It's hauled in by MP. MP's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game. Leading scorer on the night, and he looks very hungry for more. Keep feeding him. Operation Feed the Horse.
Battling the pass to Halliburton. And the foul called on MP. That's foul number 2 for him. Some changes for Philadelphia. Robinson comes in for Edey, and Brandon Boston subbed in for Flag. Dallas moving it around. Gatling's shot is off. And the 76ers with possession. Good momentum, 8 straight points. And the dunk by MP.
I love it when MP plays with this kind of energy. Fantastic job converting in transition.
Dallas has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Richard, what do you see in what Luka Doncic sees on the floor?
Well, Kevin, I think he's tracking all 5 defensive players and all 4 of his offensive teammates. He always seems to find a way to get players involved.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Dallas.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And Dawson kicks to Halliburton. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And the Mavericks with some changes. Porzingis comes in for Woolridge. And it's Williams in for Dawson. Philadelphia also making some changes. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Robinson. Jared McCain comes in for Edgecombe. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Doncic.
This has been a special performance by MP, and he doesn't look like he's anywhere close to being done.
Williams finds Porzingis. Halliburton outside. 5 to shoot. To the wing on the left. Shades. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Halliburton's got 4 assists in the game. MP outside. Hits the 3-point bomb. MP's got 42 in the game.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Porzingis sets the pick for Williams. Inside, Antetokounmpo with the steal. Here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Here's Halliburton. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even
making a switch here. MP's checked in. And so in the game for the 76ers, Moses Moody is out there with Lonzo Ball. Then it's MP. And it's Vukcevic in at the center position. Halliburton kicks to Dort. Pass to Gatling. Good on the triple.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
And that one drops.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. There's the 3. Woolridge's shot is off. To the inside. Here's MP. And MP throws it down.
And that's his MO. Sometimes he can score more points by himself than the rest of the team.
So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And Greg and Anthony.
And inside the locker room, everyone trying to lock in, get mentally ready for another hard-fought NBA battle. Thanks for joining us midweek here. Tonight, we bring you the... Doris, when we saw these two teams come up on the schedule, this was one you and I were looking forward to.
Oh, my goodness. This was one I've had circled for sure. And the reason, two teams that executed a high level, and boy, did they play at breakneck speed.
Here are the five for Philadelphia. MP is out there with Edey. Then there's Edgecombe. Then it's Luka Doncic. And it's Flag in at the three. MP shot is off. And here are the Cavaliers now. Right side, Jaquez. Pass to Paxson. And the first shot of the night for him, missing. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Get out of the way! High! Throwing it down! Clear the way!
Oh, my goodness. That is an electric finish by MP.
An impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T connected cam? About a minute played here so far in the first. Out to Mobley for three. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Grant, looking at Cooper Flag, his versatility is what makes him such a highly touted prospect.
Yeah, B.A. Cooper can do a little of everything offensively. He also covers a lot of ground defensively at 6'9". And on top of his balanced skill set, his intangibles are just elite.
2 points. That one goes.
Yeah, Kessler right in that restricted area. Good finish.
Mobley with the block. And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul.
Team foul.
Fox outside. Cleveland working the ball around now. Outside Jaquez. Pass to Fox. Just 5 to shoot. And Cleveland another 3.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
There's a screen. Here's MP. And MP throws it down hard.
Nice job measuring the defense in the pick and roll. MP just taking what they give him.
And Cleveland has possession. 4-point game. Fox against Doncic. Now here's Fox. The D's right on him. From deep, Mobley. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia.
They came away with an easy win last time, due in large part to their work on the glass.
I think there was no question they brought a level of physicality along with a tremendous work ethic, and it was why they were successful.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, the Cavaliers are making noise. Point guard Darius Garland said the brand of basketball that we play is super exciting, super fun. A lot of threes, a lot of alley-oops, a lot of dunks. And we play really hard on both ends of the floor. It's been a winning recipe. Back to you.
Allie, thanks very much for the report. The 76ers making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked in.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Garland looking around. Pass to Fox. 6 to shoot. It's rebounded by Edgecombe.
Nothing more important than protecting the rim, folks, and that's exactly what they get.
Down low. Back to MP. Puts up a 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Boy, he's been so efficient in this one. That helps your team in so many ways when you can put it in the basket.
Pass to Filipowski. Mobley outside. Doncic against Garland. Back to Mobley. Oh, there's the alley! And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Inside, here's MP. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. They're fresh off a win against the Pelicans.
Oh my, talk about mental toughness. The crowd was roaring against them. They were able to focus and finish the task at hand.
I thought what really stood out was how dominant they were on the offensive end. That was about as flawless as you could hope for.
4 on the clock. And here's Edwards outside. And another miss by Cleveland.
That's staying connected to the shooter and timing the contest.
Back to MP. The 3 is up. And he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field.
MP being involved from beyond the arc is trouble for the opposition.
And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Bears checked in for Mobley.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Edwards. And the foul called on MP. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And that's 2 fouls for him so far. But I still think he needs to stay aggressive.
Garland, the pass to Edwards. Filipowski sets a screen to the inside. Out to Fox. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, tough defense, but better offense by Fox.
I mean, all the work he put in off the court is just no sweat for Fox.
Taking a look at Philadelphia. We've got Jared McCain, Edey out there with MP. Then it's flagged, and it's Doncic in at the point. And the dunk by Edey.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I'd say you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
And so it's Cleveland with it. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Here's Fox. Fox beats him inside. A slick move. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. outside McCain. Pass to MP. Screen by Edey. MP finds Edey. And the dunk by Edey.
Oh, it's exactly how you lead someone with the pass. Beautifully done.
And Cleveland has possession. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Dallas just played phenomenal. He had 46 points, and he really stuffed that stat sheet for them, ending up with a triple-double. A game that nobody will soon forget, that's for sure. How is he going to follow that up tonight? We'll see, guys.
Thanks as always, Allie. Great report. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
One of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy.
And so it's Cleveland with it, following that last three-pointer by Philadelphia. Here's Fox. Outstanding balance from Fox.
There's some contact there, but Fox just refuses to let that hold him back.
Screen by Edey. Inside. And the dunk by Edey.
Just love the unselfishness there. Keep the ball moving. Good things happen.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. There's always going to be player movement in the offseason. I have to imagine some of those guys are still meshing with their new team, Grant.
Well, it depends on the player, B.A. With young guys, it can take more time to adapt. But for the veterans, they know what their game is about by this point. And that's what you get with MP. Relentless and can score in a variety of ways.
And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Trailing by 10. And he lobs it up to the rim. And Edey with a block. And it's out of bounds to Cleveland for the Cavaliers. Evan Mobley, he's checked in for Ware. And Brown subbed in for Edwards. Moody's checked in for Philadelphia. Here's Fox. He's coming off a 25-point game against New Orleans.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
Yeah, and it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
MP inside. Working on Filipowski. Moody passes to MP. Just 5 on the clock. Launches it. Oh, MP buries the triple.
He's been dropping them in from downtown since the tip. 3 triples in the first quarter, 2 more since.
On the wing, Fox. Moody defends. And Fox powers it home.
And this is Fox at his best, slamming his foot on the gas pedal and scoring with confidence.
Throws it up high.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
MP getting it done for Philadelphia. Scoring, passing, imposing his will at the offensive end. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this.
And this is an award that both of you won back in your playing days.
That's right, and I've got it on display in my trophy room.
And let's talk now about that first half. What a commanding start for the Philadelphia 76ers. Appreciate you joining us.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Mobley out there with Jaime Jaquez. Then there's De'Aaron Fox. Then it's Walker Kessler, and it's Paxson in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group for J.J. Redick getting going here in the second half.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Fox outside. And it's blocked by Edey. And they're able to recover. Paxson can't get it to go. Philadelphia leading by 14. Here's Edgecombe. Good. And the assist goes to MP. MP's got assist number 5 here tonight. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. MP really making a difference here.
Listen, the timeout was appropriate. They're giving up 3 after 3 after 3.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Sixers. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. You look at the Bulls, they're making moves up the standings, claiming that 4th spot.
You know, for Philadelphia, they're the best team in the league. No surprise at all. I mean, they have the talent. They will be a factor in the title race.
Fox for 3. Fox, that smooth lefty shot.
Boy, despite his efficiency, they just can't get over the hump.
Back to MP. Screen by Antetokounmpo. MP, the feed, the jam, Giannis.
Throw it up to the rim and let Giannis hammer it home. Never a bad idea.
And here's Fox. He's got 19. Pass to Paxson. Mobley outside. Back to Jaquez. And the Cavaliers, another 3.
Yeah, surprised he doesn't have more shot attempts. He's been accurate. You'd think he'd want to take control now with them behind.
Since entering the league doors, Evan Mobley has been a defensive stalwart.
B.A., Evan is the ultimate chess piece for a head coach. He's cross-positional, meaning he can basically guard 1 through 5. Elite at rim protection. If he gets cross-matched on a switch on the perimeter, he can get down in a stance and stay in front of a guard. What can't he do on the defensive end?
Outside Jaquez. Mobley on a screen. Shot clock at 6. Pulls it from the top of the key. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Bia. Commissioner Adam Silver talked about tweaking the game. He said analytics takes sports in a certain direction because it's a coach and GM's job to win. And they'll do everything they can to do so under the existing rules. It's on us to adjust because we're also looking at the aesthetic appeal of the game. Yeah?
Thank you very much for the report, Allie. Back to Fox. 3-pointer. Doesn't go for him. The Sixers lead by 17. Pass to Doncic. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. Doncic has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there. And so it's Fox with it. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Here's Paxson. Banked it in off the glass.
I love watching Fox distribute the ball, knowing it's part of his role to involve his teammates.
Here's Doncic. MP looking around to the paint. And he banks in the layup. Flag's got his second basket of the night.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And it's a completely new group for the Cavaliers. Garland with a screen on McCain. Here's Caffey, covered by McCain. 5 to shoot. Filipowski sets a screen. Garland for 3. Drains the triple. Garland's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
So aggressive at the arc. Darius Garland never shy about letting it fly.
And he's going for the oop here. And a big finish by Robinson.
Guys, he's such a big target. On the alley-oop, throw it up. Mr. Robinson, the only one in the building who could catch it and finish.
The Cavaliers trail by 19. Garland, the pass to Filipowski. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
He almost brought the basket down on top of himself.
Oh, there's hang time, and then there's a time to hang. Screen by Robinson. MP, the pass to Robinson. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
How about that read by MP? Working the two-man action, makes the right decision.
Gliding the pass to where it needed to be.
Wow, a strong finish to seal the deal. MP outside and stolen by Edwards. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers leading by 17 at the end of the period. We hear teams talk about... And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. You know, Doris, it seems like point guards have more scoring duties than ever.
There's no doubt, B.A., and why not take advantage if you have a lead guard who can both put the ball in the basket and set his teammates? The harder you are to guard individually, the harder your team is to guard.
Taking a look at Philadelphia. They've got Giannis Antetokounmpo, Edgecombe out there with ball. Then it's MP, and it's Boston in at the small forward position.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Kicks it out to MP. Screen by Antetokounmpo. And he lobs it up top. Alley-oop up top. Hammer it home.
Got to appreciate the decisiveness of Giannis. Rolling with purpose after setting the screen.
Here's Fox. And Doris, you think about the top scorers in this league. They're creating those points with greater efficiency than in decades past.
Analytics is increasingly a part of the NBA. Teams are now understanding that 3 is more than 2, and if you don't make enough of them, you have a math problem. And then the other highly valued shots in the game, and maybe the most valued shots, are restricted area 2s. Listen, let's be smart about the game.
Evan Mobley, he's checked in for Cleveland. Philadelphia also making some changes. Flags checked in for Boston. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Ball. MP outside. They set a pick. Beyond the arc. Drops in the 3. MP's got 30.
Boy, his offensive game has changed the tenor of this basketball game.
Fox outside. Can they get it? 6 to shoot. It's rebounded by Edgecombe.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Cleveland has got 7 of their 16 three-point attempts to go in. Garland, the pass to Mobley. Yes, and a nice assist from Garland. Garland's got 3 assists in the game.
Oh, to be blessed with athleticism and touch. Mobley has all the tools to be elite.
MP shot is good.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Outside Edwards. Back to Garland. Fox deciding where to go with it. Rejected by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, such an imposing defensive force. Giannis with the great timing on the rejection.
MP finds Antetokounmpo. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And the shot is good by Garland. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Now here's MP. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Mobley's got 4 rebounds in the game.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the 76ers.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it. and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And it's a performance that will signify their 5th win of the year.
And they've had their fingerprints all over this series, winning 2 straight and looking like they have this team's number.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for MP.
I'll tell you, he was their engine all game long, setting his teammates up for success.
34 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter of this one. Screen by Antetokounmpo from deep. MP knocks it down from distance. MP's got 39.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you should.
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. A statement.
Good game, MP.